Welcome back to SnowRunner, guys, and in this video, you might be asking yourselves, wait a minute, didn't you just do a console mod update video? And I did, but the developers have been dropping so many new mods on console this week that I wanted to follow it up again today with a brand new update video. Now, the latest mods that we have on console, and also, just so you guys know, I am sorting my mod browser by latest updates, and what that means is I'm going down here to the sorting and filtering menu and changing it from popular today to date updated. Now it defaults to popular today, but in order to see these mods, you need to switch it from popular today to date updated, and then you will see it. So obviously Stakes 4x4 got an update, but in terms of brand new vehicles, we have the Ggms Lupus, the Last Raider Discotheque, you also have the GWC G150, which I recently did a video on, as well as the Classic Crew, which is basically a slightly more tame, slightly more street-friendly version. Of course, the crazier, more wild version of that square body being the square body Trail Bruiser. Now, you also have the highly anticipated Highway Hauling the Region, and we're actually going to go ahead and subscribe to that right now. Now, the cool thing about Highway Hauling the Region is, as of right now, it only takes up 384.1 megabytes of space. So, considering what all you get, that's not a lot of space to take up on your console. Now, to clarify, this gives you the first Highway Hauling map, as well as the second Highway Hauling map, and Remo, the creator, will be continuing to push updates for Highway Hauling the Region in the future, and he actually has, I believe, a couple more maps planned to come to this region in the not-so-distant future. Now, also, to just recap a couple of more things, we also have the Toro Italiano Pyro, which is by MaxMike181, and it is actually a proper tractor that you guys can do actual farming roleplay with, and it actually works surprisingly well in, again, the Highway Hauling region. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive into some of the brand new mods that have dropped, and let's dive right into it. Now, since the Highway Hauling region is now available on all consoles, I'm going to give you guys just a little bit of a refresher on how to get started. Now, you spawn in right here in the corner of the map with this Ford CLT 9000. Now, let me go to the global map, and you'll also see that we have Manchester on the global map as well. Now, what you're going to do in order to get to the garage is you're actually going to get on the highway right here and follow the highway all the way down until you get to an exit on the right. You're going to take that exit, then you're going to turn left, and the garage is going to be off of that exit. Now, just to recap, here we are at the garage on the first Highway Hauling map, and I'll go ahead and show you guys how I got here. Now, the spawn for Highway Hauling on the first map is going to be right here down by this house, by this farm. You can either go across the field and get on the highway, or you can take the dirt road, activate the task, go down this way, and then take the paved road, take the on-ramp, and get on the highway. Then I highly recommend you stop right here at the gas station because you can unlock a watchtower doing that. Then you'll make your way down the highway, take this exit right here, and then make a left across the bridge, head down the hill, and your garage will be right there. That is the garage for the first map. Now what we're going to do is head into the garage, buy ourselves a truck, and then head out to the garage on the second map. So we're going to retain that guy, and we're actually going to probably just go ahead and sell our two DLC trucks. We'll keep our Ford, and then truck store-wise, we're actually going to go over to our scout area, and we're going to boost up our in-game money a little bit using... Whoa, what the heck did we do with that? All right, there we go. We're going to use the money mod by Ggms to just boost our save a little bit so we can make sure to be able to demonstrate everything that I want to demonstrate to you guys. Now, we're going to go back into the truck store. We'll buy ourselves a Classic Crew, and we'll use the Classic Crew, which, by the way, is on consoles as of today as well. We'll use the Classic Crew to drive to the garage on the second Highway Hauling map. So, real quick, we're going to do the 556 horsepower engine, we're going to do the Trail Runner 6-speed transmission, the King of the Hammers spec suspension, and we're going to throw probably a set of like 43s, 42s on this thing. They'll look really good. Oh, the Pitbull rockers in 42-inch look great. And then as far as the diff lock goes, we've already got that. And then let's just go ahead and throw it. Oh my god, that thing looks so good in red. And then we will actually complement that red paint job with some gold KMC Machete beadlock wheels, and that is going to be a quick build of this truck, and then we're going to be out to the second map. So let's fire this thing up. Wow, it's not raining anymore. Like, literally, when we got here, the rain was absolutely just pouring down. Absolutely just pouring down. Now, as you can see, this truck now has a no-damage suspension because I went with the King of the Hammers spec, obviously. And also, if you guys have not seen the interior on this thing yet, oh my god, it is one of the most beautiful beautiful interiors of any truck I've ever seen, either on console or PC. Like, regardless of whether you play on PC or console, this thing is just absolutely off the charts in terms of quality. And you can go trail riding with it, you can go scouting with it, you can do some towing with it if you install the towing appropriate suspension and upgrades. And if you install the appropriate upgrades, you can actually pull Red's gooseneck trailers as well that you can find in the IR gooseneck pack. Now, in order to get to the second map and the second garage, come right back out of the garage and down the on-ramp right here to the double tunnels. Now, these double tunnels will lead you, at least that'll be the main way to lead you to the second map. So we'll travel to the Manchester map now. Now, once we travel to the Manchester map, literally all you have to do is keep going straight down the highway over the water, and then you'll take one of the last exits that you come to, and it'll take you to a little bit of a highway side town with a coffee shop and a gas station, and then eventually a garage as well as a trailer store, which I'm going to be showing you guys where those are at. Now, Manchester and the first highway hauling map as well are both amazing for roleplay, but they also have a lot of really fun and intricate missions that you guys can actually make your way through as well if you prefer a more objective-driven playstyle. Now, if you're more of a roleplay person, I would definitely recommend just literally getting the watch points out of the way, and then using Gaskell's money mod to just boost your save up. And then at that point, you can literally pick a house for yourself, and then pick some hauling rigs, and then grab yourself maybe Max Mike's tractor, get a farm, and then literally just go to town and make the map exactly what you want it to be. Make the environment exactly what you want it to be. And at the end of the day, that's what this game is all about, right? It's about being able to create the experience that you want to have in the game. Whether that is a objective-driven experience or an experience that's driven by your own imagination in an RP gameplay style. So as we make our way down the highway here, this is the exit that you're going to take. It's exit 122. Now, exit 122 is what will lead you to the gas station, the coffee shop, the garage, and a watch point actually is down here as well, I believe. So we're gonna head up this off-ramp and make a quick right. We're not gonna stop at that stop sign because, you know, we know there's nobody coming. So let's make our way down this access road, and once we get down the access road, we'll be able to have a much clearer picture of where we're gonna hang out. Now, up the highway a little bit, there's actually an exit that you can take that will lead you to a kind of a dirt/gravel road that will take you to a gigantic jump that you guys have seen in my streams before. But this is going to be where one of your main gas stations will be, and then actually behind that gas station, there's also a really nice neighborhood, and if you're doing an RP scenario, that would definitely be a great place to look if you like some nicer, really well-kept houses and well-kept neighborhoods. So let's make a quick right here. And this is the road that will lead you to the coffee shop and cafe right there, as well as the garage. And if you wanted to go to the trailer store, you would have just stayed straight on instead of making that right. So up here to the right, we also have a Loaf and a Hummer H2 hanging out. And this is a great place to unlock another watch point for yourselves that will be just really easy to go ahead and get out of the way. So we'll get that one out of the way, and then let's make our way back around these concrete barricades back toward the garage. Now, in-game, it is currently, oh yeah, it's currently like right in the middle of the afternoon. Heck yeah. So let's now make our way down to the garage on the second map, and this is what will allow you to establish a home base on the second map in the highway hauling series. And also, as you can see right there, there's a loading ramp or a loading dock just in case you want to put something in the bed of a truck or maybe on the back of a trailer with a little bit of assistance. So let's move into the garage now, and let's go ahead and start putting together a fleet of vehicles that dropped on consoles today that I am personally very excited about, and I think you guys should also give some time to each and every one of these trucks that we're going to be showing in this video. So obviously the classic crew is very high up that list, and I'm actually going to go ahead and park it over here by this, what is this, like a bowling alley, I think? So let's back this guy in right here. Back it up. Come on. All right, and we'll move these around later if we need to, but for now, I'm just gonna go ahead and park that guy right there. Did it not shut down? Now it did. All right, let's make our way down the list. back into Clint's Auto, which is going to be your garage for this map, and we're going to buy the Discotheque by Zidon. Now, the Discotheque by Zidon is a wonderful little rig if you like more realism-focused, more gameplay balance-focused off-road vehicles and scouts, and this one just so happens to have the ability to do a little bit more than scouting and also go trail riding if you so desire. Now, the Highway Special would be a great gearbox for this map, but we're actually going to go with the Off-Road Special because that's the one I recommend if you're going to be using this thing on a variety of off-road trails. So let's do the raised suspension, and let's also do some, let's do some pretty good sized tires. Now, the reason why I like doing the 39-inch Hummer H2 tires on this thing is actually because of the fact that these tires have really good values across the board. Now, it only shows that they are excellent on off-road and on-road and then just good in mud, but in terms of base game tires, these are actually very, very good. Now, Autonomous Scout Winch is absolutely going on this thing. Spare wheel, you can put one just about wherever you want in basically whatever compound you want, and we don't really have a compound that matches the H2 tire, but I'll just go ahead and go with this one right here. And then snorkel-wise, I definitely want a tall front-facing snorkel. We could also do the Disco Roof Rack 1, and then we can probably, oh, well, I guess so far there wasn't anything down there that we could throw in there, but we'll see. Now, front bumper-wise, we could do, ooh, now, let's see. Oh, G4 Challenge. Oh, that's cool. You can actually stick it on the side of the vehicle. Now, I do want to do a, I kind of like, there's a lot of bumpers that I like, actually. Let's try this one. I mean, that one's like fully equipped with the winch, and it's got headlight protection and just about whatever you need. Now, we're going to throw, oh, that's about all we can use, I guess. Now, a lot of the colors on this vehicle actually have some dirt kind of baked into the design, which is really, really cool. So I definitely recommend going with those, but we're going to go ahead and actually just throw a basic orange on this thing, and we will also throw beads on the dash. We're going to bring this guy out of the garage, and we're going to line it up right next to the Classic Crew. Now, this vehicle, like I said before, I have spent some time with it on stream, and it's a really good rig to run if you plan on doing some light to moderate scouting or also want a realism-focused trail riding vehicle to take out into the wilderness with you. So now let's park this guy, well, here-ish. All right, stop. I was going to say, stop it. All right, right there. Now we're going to scroll down one more time. We don't really have a mouse because obviously we're on console, but we're going to go back to the truck store now and grab the Glitchworks GWC G150. Now, this one, I don't need to go ahead and go into a ton of detail on because I recently did a full video where I did go in depth with this thing, and if you want to see the specifics on it, I definitely recommend going and watching my dedicated video about it. But we're going to do the off-road gearbox, the standard lift, and we're going to throw some 35 BFG MTs on there, and we're going to also throw the Stage 4 winch on it, as well as the jerry can in the back. We're going to paint this one probably, I'm thinking like maybe like an orange. I dig the, well, actually, we painted the disco orange, so I think we'll actually go with a blue on this one, and then with the wheels, we're going to go with these, the KMCs, and let's see what we have in terms of, what do we have in terms of rear options? Oh, okay, so like a toolbox or a Glitchworks roll bar. I'll put the Glitchworks roll bar on this one because I didn't put it on the other one. And then roof-wise, we actually have updated cab lights. We have the loaded roof rack and the normal roof rack. We'll put the loaded roof rack up there. And let's see, that's going to be about it for that build. This one's a very simple build, and it's also very easy to run on consoles. It uses almost no RAM at all, like almost no memory. And the actual file size is very small as well. So if you're looking for something that doesn't really take up all that much RAM or file size, the GWC G150 is definitely going to be the move for that. So now let's back this guy in right over here. Easy does it. There we go. Not bad. Already putting together a pretty dang good lineup of trucks. So now we're going to shut that thing down, scroll back down the list again, and go back into Clint's Auto, and now we're going to grab some really interesting stuff. So let's scroll right over. Now we're going to grab the Ggms Lupus. And the Ggms Lupus is a very weird vehicle. And also, I recommend, if you have never used this before, give the turbocharged 6-liter V8 a try. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's absolutely over the top. And, you know, is it something that you should use in, like, your average gameplay? Oh, absolutely not. I definitely don't recommend it. But what I do recommend using it for is I recommend using it if you just want to have like some hilarious fun in the game. Now let's go ahead and do just a little bit of, ooh, that's pretty sick. I dig that. Holy crap. Now, I do want to see about doing maybe like some snorkels. Yeah, like some hood snorkels. That'll be good to go. Oh, dude, we can put the splitter on it. We can put the skirts on it. We can do the rear diffuser. Oh, that's awesome. Wait a minute. But wait, spoiler 1, spoiler 2. Yeah, there's the GT wing, the big wing. Always. All right, now we can put the roof bars on it, the BMX bikes on it, and as far as the boot goes, we're not going to mess with that much at all. Now, the hitch, we could mess with if we wanted to, but we're not going to put all that much time into that. We will put some gold wheels on this thing because I think it looks really good with the gold wheels, and I also really like how it looks with the default design, and that's obviously something that you yourself can go back through and determine for yourself. But this right here is one of the weirdest, wackiest, yet coolest mods to drop on console in quite a while. So let's see it. Whoa! Okay, so yeah, with the 6-liter V8, it's kind of a handful. Now, when I say a handful, it's yeet. Whoa! Yeah, it's a handful, all right, especially if you put it in high and just send it. Now, you do have to be very careful with it, and I'm going to actually drop it back down into the normal suspension height, because if you are going to use this thing on a day-to-day basis, I definitely recommend going for one of the 4-cylinder options, as long as, like, you know, if you don't want this thing to be trying to launch itself into space every time you drive it, I would definitely recommend sticking with those 4-cylinder options. But at the end of the day, dude, as far as a lineup to be looking at on a console, this is absolutely incredible, and I cannot, like, I cannot fathom how much work the devs are doing to be bringing so many vehicles and maps and vehicle updates to console as quickly as they have been. So that is an absolutely amazing update to see, and I hope you guys enjoy the vehicles that dropped on consoles today, and I'm also very, very sure that you guys are going to get a lot of playtime and replayability and RP value out of the highway hauling region on your console as well. Now, if you guys have any questions about anything that we talked about today, make sure to let me know any of those thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Y'all thought I was gonna let this video end without talking about Max Mike's tractor, didn't ya? Well, luckily, we are not gonna let this video end without talking about Max Mike's tractor. Now, this thing, if you are into farming-based RP, this is absolutely a must-have for you, especially on consoles. Now, as far as farm tractors go, this thing is pretty much a first of its kind on console, and as far as the upgrades go, you have some basic upgrades. You can take it up to an S+ power to weight rating, which is pretty freaking impressive. We're gonna throw an advanced special gearbox in it. We do have an HD hauling suspension on it as well for like some really heavy-duty stuff, and you have a big assortment of tires that you can actually throw on it as well if you so desire. Now, I personally am gonna throw the 47-inch MMR Shielder dualies on it, which I really like those tires. They're actually really good tires. Autonomous Scout Plus. We're gonna do a short round cap snorkel, and we're also gonna, whoa, we got a KRS-58 crane as an option in the back. We also have a small roof rack and a normal roof rack. Now, as far as miscellaneous options go, it's basically just a visor, and as far as the rear bumpers go, we have crane bracket and a rear plow, which is functional for basically moving things out of the way, if that's something that you're interested in or something you're into. And then as far as the rooftop stuff goes, we have some fog lights and some beacons if you so desire to go that route. And we also have a front counterweight going basically through a variety of different weights. So let's throw the 500 kg one on the front. And then wheels-wise, obviously you have a large selection of wheels to go with these tires, of course. And you can paint it just about whatever color you want. Like, literally just about whatever color you want, and you're good to go. Now, we are going to definitely throw beans on the dash of this thing as well. Take it outside the garage, and now, especially with that plow on the back, literally, your imagination is the limit as far as what you can do for a farming RP. Now, you can basically lift that up as well, as far as, like, if you want to just drive it around or put it on a trailer, you can lift it up so it doesn't glitch into the trailer, which is really, really nice. Also, the Ggms Lupus seems to have lost its wheels and tires. Hey there, bud. How you doing? Let me, swap into you real quick. Okay, now we're fine. Or I should say, it's fine. I don't really know how and why or where or what kind of logic it was using when it decided that the wheels and tires were going to go underground, but you know what? I am not going to argue with it, that's for sure. And here is our full lineup. And of course, once again, if you guys enjoyed, let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Let me know how many of these you can run at once on your console. And as always, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.